The cereal industry is an oligopoly. The breakfast cereal market is worth £1.28 billion. The market share has had a decrease in the hot cereals such as Weetabix, as more people want to be healthy. The market volume of the UK breakfast cereal is 2008 is 523 million. Kelloggs company account for 39.4% of the United Kingdom breakfast cereal market value. The Porter's 5 model looks at the intensity of the rivalry. That looks at the competitive is very intense. It has inflated price. The growth rate has remained constant. The threat of substitution is that the private labels such as Sainsbury's or Morrison's or Tesco's, they have their own brand of cereals, has made substitution very significant, caused other competitors to lower their prices. Low switching cost, price competition made the buyers more powerful. High barriers to entry. Main barriers to entering in the breakfast cereal market are the 4 major cost factors. Product development. Easy for establishment of manufacture duplicate products or new products take more money and time to develop. Distribution has high slotting of promotional fees, limited shelf space, need to create retail demand, or increase cost for manufacture. Marketing is needed to compete against current brands that has been established through large advertising and promotional effects. High capital costs for different types of equipment and plants. Power of suppliers. Suppliers does not have much power because of the private labels. Similar products have allowed buyers to acquire products from private labels at a cheaper price. Now industry is very sensitive to buy.
In terms of the political and legal environment, in a consolidated industry such as the cereal industry, companies often face a substantial amount of scrutiny from the legal environment. Oftentimes, these stems from the demands of consumers, which were stated previously. The cereal industry came under examination in 1970 for the first time, as the industry saw the Big Four manufacturers go from a 68% market share in 1940 to a staggering 90% in 1970. Critics charged the industry with cooperating their strategies and creating a shared monopoly. The Federal Trade Commission immediately began to investigate the alleged cooperation. However, the cereal industry has been able to block these allegations. In the 1970s, they delayed handing over information about profits and other classified information. The case continued to drag into the 1980s, and the FTC found 2 significant barriers to breaking up the industry. First, the cereal manufacturers had great relationships with members of Congress in the United States that helped block potential legislation. Secondly, the mass advertising budgets of the companies posed a barrier. Breaking up the cereal industry meant that the hundreds of millions of dollars spent on advertising each year were in jeopardy. Due to these factors, the FTC eventually discontinued the case against the manufacturers after spending over 15 years and countless amounts of money to break them. With 4 large companies and a few very small niche companies. The small niche companies hold very little market shares, approximately 13.6% in 1995, with the Big Four holding the other 86.4%. The Big Four manufacturers are Kellogg, General Mills, Post, and Quaker Oats. Price competition is almost non-existent between these companies, and no company has any clear dominance over any of the others. In terms of social demographic analysis, presently 49% of UK consumers consume a bowl of cereal for breakfast, while 30% eat toast, 28% eat eggs, 28% have coffee, 17% have hot cereal, and less than 10% have pancakes, sausages, bagels, or French toast. Other demographic aspects can be observed. The median income for all households has increased from £31.341 pounds in 1970 to £32.264 pounds in 1993. This suggests that income have not increased in proportion to the price of cereal. Another fact which has increased the need for a quick breakfast is the fact that many households have now 2 working parents. Even though the average family size has fallen, Parents need to find a quick alternative for breakfast so that they can get kids to daycare or school and still get to work on time. Time constraints only increase when evaluating families with only one parent. In terms of technological environment, we can say that the technological environment also poses a barrier to entry. The major players have spent years developing new products through research and development. This wide array of products makes it difficult to innovate a new brand of cereal. Technology such as keeping cereal crispy in milk also poses a barrier to new entrants.
I am going to analyze the competitive challenges for incumbents. Sweden and the UK have the most developed breakfast cereals market in Europe, and there is now little, if any, room for growth. The private labels and smaller brands are growing in number and market share, especially in the current economic environment. A challenge for premium brands is to sustain inflated prices. Because of that, premium brands like Kelloggs have large marketing budgets are required to maintain marketing position. This is linked with the previous point because a large part of the premium brand cost is marketing. Premium brands use a market segmentation strategy and product proliferation. This requires constant product development cost. For example, in the US, Kelloggs has been heavily marketing Cocoa Frosted Flakes, which is a chocolate version of Frosty. This graph shows which are the top selling breakfast cereals in the UK. As we can see, except Weetabix, the remainings are Kellogg's products.
In marketing and promotion, companies invest tremendous amounts of money into marketing and promoting in the belief that it will ensure market domination. Kellogg's marketing code is commitment to advertising in a responsible manner, like including balanced diet or exercising messages in each ad. Kellogg's promote the free swim and pedometers for healthier lifestyles. They also manufacture the right products based on research into consumer needs. It manages the distribution channels to place its products in stores. It focuses on cost-effective systems, ensures its prices are competitive, and it works with retailers to improve promotion of its products. The budget for the last year was $1 billion, which was spent on advertising alone. With research and development, companies, for them to achieve success in the cereal industry, research and development is an important variable. Companies use research and development as a defense strategy that limit the ability of private label brands to tap into the market. Research and development help explore new cereal flavors, crunchier and healthier cereals. In 2008, Kellogg's invested $181 million into research and development. Another factor is global expansion. Companies in the industry recognize the importance and potential of foreign markets if they are to ensure growth in the future and to maintain a competitive advantage. For example, Kellogg's have now looked into expanding into the Indian market.
The cereal industry uses the strategy of product differentiation, where companies provide a range of name brands aimed at different market segments. This broad product line deters entry into the market and is known as product proliferation. By creating market segments, it reduces the threat of entry. Competition within the industry is based on the production of new cereals to satisfy or create new customers' desires. Companies have also segmented into snack foods, for example, Nutri-Grain and Special K bars. Corporate social responsibility is also seen as a strategic method of brand building. In the case of Kellogg, it has a global code of ethics. Our mission is to drive sustainable growth through the power of our people and brands by better serving the needs of our consumers, customers and communities.